So what is up YouTube, and how are you doing, and welcome back to a brand new video on my channel. Now this is a video I'm super excited to make because it cost a lot of money to make this video, didn't it? £100 to be precise. And if you know what that means, and if you don't know what it means, then that's the problem. So if you don't know what it means, go check the eye and go and watch the video and then come back and watch this one. But basically what this video is, it is all of the cars that we bought from eBay turned up. So guess what we're going to do? We're going to inspect them and see what we can do, and if they're worth anything, if they're good condition, did we pick the right ones? Let's just get into it, because I've got some really cool cars I want to show you. So here we are, and this is the first card. The first card was Crasher Wake. Now this card is actually in incredible condition. As you can see, the borders are pretty even the whole way around, the corners look good, and on the back, I'm being very delicate, the back looks very good. There might be one tiny little nick there, but I think it will still be good enough to get a 9. I really do. So, you know, I'm hoping for a 9 with this card, and again, it's a very good card. The person I bought it from on eBay done a great job at looking after it and sleeving it up, so there we go. We then next have this card. It's a Sorolla. Now I'm a little bit disappointed with this one because this card is absolutely stunning. The artwork looks incredible, I must admit, but this one, the centering, again, really good. All the centering looks really good, but this one actually has couple of chips there. So apart from that, like a couple of whitening bits just in the corners, apart from that and the bits up the side, it is really good. So I'm possibly hoping for a PSA 8/7 on that one. I'd be disappointed if it got 7, because it means I would have to buy another one. I kind of want all the trainer cards to be PSA 8 or higher, so you know, that is a little bit annoying for me, but you know, there's the risk you take when you buy cards off eBay. You know, I'll get it graded PSA 7, I'll keep it in my set until I find one that I'm pretty sure will get higher, or I'll just have to buy one that's higher. Next up we have Olivia. Now this card is absolutely beautiful. Look at the glow, look at the texture, and this is possibly the cleanest card, I do believe, out of every card we bought. The back is incredible. There is no whitening on any of the corners. I know it looks like it there, but that's just the light. There really is no whitening at all. So I would be really disappointed if this came back anything less than a 9. Now, there's me saying it's perfect, and saying anything less than a 9, I would be disappointed with, purely because, you know, PSA grading is pretty difficult stuff. So you know, sometimes if you think it's a 10, it still may not be. There might be a couple of scratches on the card that we can't see. But next up we have Tate and Liza. This card, look, I mean, they have done an incredible job, haven't they, with the full arts and the full cards since they have been coming out. The Tate and Liza card looks beautiful again. The pattern is incredible. Again, centering is really good the whole way around, and again, no whitening or anything I can actually see at the moment. Maybe you might, the camera might pick up a little bit of something, but there really is nothing wrong with this card. So again, a PSA 9 or higher would be the goal for that card. You know, and it would make me very happy, because then we would make a lot of money on it. Well, I say a lot of money, we'd make money on it, and that's the whole point of this video, is to turn, you know, £100 into £1,000. But then we have Coach Trainer, again, a beautiful looking card. Do you know what it is? I don't actually know what it is with the full art trainer cards, but I must admit, they are just something special. Again, this card, the centering is a little bit off. As you can tell, it's a bit thicker here than it is here. But again, card kept in excellent condition. And you know, it's kind of good for me, because I'm really happy with the way we pick the cards on eBay, and there will actually be another eBay spend coming up soon, so that'll be really cool. And then we'll have a really big selection of cards to hopefully send off at the end of this month. End of July we'll send them to Graded Gem, and hopefully we'll get them all graded and get some results we want, basically. Next up we have the Jesse and James from Hidden Fates. Now this is a card I really wanted when Hidden Fates came out, but I never actually opened enough Hidden Fates because I kind of moved straight onto Cosmic Eclipse, and then obviously Rebel Clash came out, Sword and Shield came out a little bit after. But again, this card, beautiful, artwork incredible. Who is it by? It's by Mitsutani, I do believe. But this card, again, in really good condition. Now, I would say this is going to get a 9 or higher. But again, I'm kind of aiming for 8s or higher, and maybe I won't actually sell these on. Maybe I will keep these all in my collection, depending on how good the grades are and how much they're worth. But potential to either keep them or trade them on. So next up we have Giovannis Exile, again from the Hidden Fates collection. You know, he's just such an iconic character in the series and the game that I have to, you know, I have to have Giovannis Exile. I've got both Boss's Orders. They won't be graded because they're actually in my binder collection. So I might have to get a couple more of them and try and get them graded. But again, this card looks incredible. I don't believe, I'm trying to look now to see if there's any whitening, but I do believe this was again another really good condition card. It looks like there's whitening there when I turn it, but it's just the lighting. There really is no whitening. So again, PSA 9 or higher. And remember, I got all these cards for £100. So now we are coming up to the big hitters, okay? So the ones we spent a little bit more on, like these cards were like £5 to £10, I do believe. Next up, a card I'm really excited about, Professor Elm's Lecture. Now this card has obviously Totodile, Cyndaquil and Chikorita on it. So Chikorita? Yeah, and this card looks incredible. You've got to admit these cards are something else, the full art trainer cards. And this card looks very good. Centering is a little bit off, but again, a tiny little mark, I do believe. Nope, actually it doesn't, no. Let me just have a quick look around it, sorry. I haven't really inspected these very well because I kind of wanted to do it on video. There's a tiny white mark there. So again, you know, one little tiny mark, you can still get a PSA 9. And if that came back PSA 9, I would be so happy. So then after that we have, you know, this is kind of, these next two cards are really big for me. So we actually have Blues Tactics. Now, the reason this card is important for me is because of this. Wait, 2 seconds. Is because of this card here. So, obviously this is, now my camera's not, it hasn't got a wide enough lens to fit it all on. So this is Green's Exploration, and this is actually a PSA 10. Now, what you actually get in the Unbroken Bonds slash, what is it, Unbroken Bonds and, is it Steam Siege? I don't know, but basically you get Green's Exploration, you get Blues Tactics, and you get Red's Challenge. Now, ideally, I'd love them all in a PSA 10. I do also have Misty's Favour here in a PSA 10. Now, ideally, I would love Blues Tactics to come back PSA 10. And then get Red's Challenge and make that a PSA 10, but whether that will happen or not, I don't know. The centering is really good on this card. On the back, it's not as good, but they don't really care about the back as much. As I'm just looking around, making sure, there might be a tiny white dink there, but nothing major. So, you know, again, would be really happy with a 9 to pair that up with, obviously, Green's Exploration. Let me just see if I can actually show you this card. It's so dope. So here we go. Look, Green's Exploration. Yeah, look at it. It is a beautiful card. So that next to that, yeah, different class that would be, wouldn't it? So let's zoom back in. So next up, another big hitter. And obviously, after going through what we just went through with Blues Tactics, we do have Red's Challenge. Now, I actually got this pretty cheap because I've already seen the price rise on this. So now I'm pretty sure this won't get a PSA 10 purely because of how the borders are. But what I am pretty sure of, it is in really good condition, I do believe. Like I said, I'm kind of checking for the white dinks and that whilst doing the video because I haven't checked them out yet. But again, so we would have Red's Challenge, Blues Tactics, and Green's Exploration. So you would have these two cards together, and then you'd obviously have Green's Exploration. I just think the set would look really cool. Now, that is it for the PSA. Oh no, actually there's a couple more trainer cards. So we also have Pokemaniac. Now this is something a friend of mine actually sent, an actual another YouTuber. His name is Dean Leander. He has a YouTube channel, so I'll probably try and remember to leave his link in the description, but you should go check it out. But he actually sent me this because I sent him a card, and this card, if this doesn't get PSA 10, I mean look at it, it is next to perfect. It really is. The edges are so smooth, the borders are so good, so that will be getting graded as well. But that's kind of not part of the £100 we spent. And then we also will be sending this card off, which also came from Dean as well. Grimsley, again, a beautiful looking card. And I'm going through this one pretty quick because obviously this wasn't in the first eBay video. But yeah, a perfectly good card. Again, 9 to 10, strong 9, very strong 9. But yeah, there we go. We have all the cards there. So hopefully you have enjoyed that video and you did enjoy the cards I picked. Now it'd be really cool if maybe we do another video, we get to spend another £100, you get to pick some Pokemon, and I then go through and try and find some cards that I really enjoy that I think would look good in the set. But you can't really complain, can you? With all these cards, you really can't. And just for the record, what I'll actually do is just pull this PSA sleeve off. This is not a smart thing to do, but I can get more PSA sleeves. And this is the actual card. Look at it. Look, this thing shines bright like a diamond. I didn't really want to say that, but it does. Look, it is beautiful. And if, you know, to get all the cards in case like this is something I'm really excited about doing. So, you know, if you guys keep supporting the channel, well, even if you don't, I'll still do it anyway. So thank you for tuning in. If you have enjoyed this video, please smash the thumbs up, subscribe if you are new around here, show me your PSA collection, and you know, let's enjoy this together. So stay cool, stay collecting Pokemon cards, stay grading Pokemon cards, and we'll see you later. Peace.